Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to start building this, the Northsea fishing trawler. It's a 1/142 scale by Revell. So we're going to have fun building this. If you want to see what's inside this box and watch me build it, make sure you stay tuned.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
Hello BSC family and welcome back to my bench. So, like the intro states, I'm going to be working on the Northsea fishing trawler, right? It's nice, nice kit. Can be fairly easy to do. I'm not doing anything too crazy with it. No lighting or anything. I just thought I need a break from cars, so we're going to work on this. So inside the kit, you get this instruction manual here, which is like a very heavy paper, almost like an old book. Really, like book paper. Anyways, again, simple Revell instructions. Not much to it. A little bit of painting guides, you know, things like that. And you got basically 2 pages of nothing. Oh, 3 pages in a sense, right? But anyways, there's that. One piece come off. We've got a little lifeboat here. Let me zoom in for you. All right. So we got a little lifeboat here. We got, if I can pick it up, we've got some decals here. Yeah, focus on it for you. There you go. So there's some decals, you know, nothing major. We've got some thread to do some of the rigging. There's not a whole lot of rigging in this thing. As far as the sprues, everything is molded in white. Decent detail. Tiny little bits of flash, you know, nothing major. Can be easily cleaned up. It's got one-piece deck. Most of the details are already put in. You know, things like that. Looks fairly well molded. Like I said, there's a little bit of flash. You'll have to do a little cleaning, nothing major. Here we got kind of part of the superstructure, back deck kind of thing where the lifeboat goes. We got the foredeck here and the aft deck, right? So, and here we've got the hull. We've got some more railings, all right? So I'm going to cut up a bunch of this here and come back. I'll show you how I put it together, and then we'll get it ready and prepped up for paint. So I shall be right back. Okay everybody, so in the first little bit of instructions here, they're calling for the deck, the 2 halves of the hull, the rudder and the propeller. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these together. All right, now I'm hoping that I'll be able to glue these together and still be able to get this in. All right, so we're going to test fit that right now. Okay, so as a typical ship here, most of the ones I've done, the deck is not going to fit perfect in here. It's a little too wide at some spots, so I think what we'll have to do is actually glue the hull together. I can put it in from above, which is good. It's just it's out of shape as opposed to where it actually needs to sit. So I will glue that on. Now at the same time, they're calling to put the rudder in. Now let's see, this has to go this way. Okay, so that one's encapsulated in there. Now you could cut that off a little bit and slide the rudder in later, which is what I may do. Yes. So on here, if you can see this, on the rudder, hang on a second. So on the rudder, come on, focus in on it. As you can see on the rudder here, that it's like a D shape here. So that's going to get encapsulated into the very back here. There's little pieces at the back where it would hook in. So you can see they're like little hooks there, right? Come on. I'm going to move my camera. But anyways, yeah, you can see there's little hooks there, and that's where that hooks into. And the same thing with the props. And you got this all together. There is spot for the propeller to go in, and you can put it in afterwards. So since we're going to paint this a different color and not have to try and mask it off while we're painting the hull, I'm going to leave that off. And same thing with the rudder. I'm going to cut this a little bit so that everything can slide in afterwards. So let's glue this here together, and for this I think I'm just going to use the what you guys would call the Tamiya extra thin. Yes, I'm using the extra thin bottle, but I've made my own glue. So let's just get a couple dabs going here, and then we'll work at putting all this together. Now it's probably a good thing to have a couple clamps or something, which I'm going to grab here in a second. So now we're just going to work our way along, and there's a couple ways you could do this. And the way I'm going to do it is from the inside. I'm just going to grab some of my glue here and start running it on the seam. Now this will run as a capillary action, and even the Tamiya glue, if you hold it together, it will melt the plastic and weld it together. Doesn't normally take too long. There's just barely a lip underneath here, so we can grab it carefully. And just continue working our way down. Now in some cases you are going to have to do from the outside, because you just can't get the little brush in there unless you're using, even if you're using just a paintbrush. There are spots you cannot get, which is why I started at the rear of the ship at the stern, because of the shape of it. Deep down inside here, hopefully you guys saw all that, but deep down inside here, you're not going to get all of that and the stuff that's on the outside. So this stuff here has to be done from the outside. Just put a couple clamps on there, make sure everything is holding tight. On the inside does not look too bad. A little gap up here at this end. So we'll throw a little more in there just to kind of re-soften it. And we're going to hold this stuff by hand. Now you could probably put an elastic on this, but yeah. So I'm going to hold this stuff in place, let it cure for a little bit, and then I shall be back. Okay, everybody. So got a bunch done, and I got a bit of painting done. Now I'll show you here what I've gotten done. As you can see, I've got the hull red done, and I also got the black done. Masked that, did the black first, and then masked that off and did the hull red. So let's unmask this, and you can see what it looks like from this point anyways. Okay, so there you have it. The black is done, the red is done. Now there's a line or rib right here that I've got to paint white, so I'll end up masking that off, painting that white. I got a couple little pencil lines I got to erase, not a big deal. Now the way I did that was I had to find something. I don't have the proper tool, but I had to find something where I could sit this up. Now to do that, it does come with these little peg stands, right? Comes with these things, and this is what actually goes here. And there is a certain way they have to go on and a certain end. They don't fit. This one doesn't fit here. So they are slightly different, so keep an eye on that. But anyways, I took them, I put them here, and I taped them into place so it would sit nice and flat and level. And then what I did was I had to find something, but in my case I took two of my tape holders here, and I taped down my pencil, right? So that I had something like this, right? And then held the ship in place and just went along the whole side, did the other side, and it worked out pretty good. But in this case, being that I don't have very much adjustability, I had to think of ways to move it around up and down so that I could get a nice line where it needed to be. So keep that in mind for when you're doing yours. I do have the deck primed. So that'll be in the next episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you share out these videos. Definitely hit that bell notification. Make sure that all notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on anything. Go check out the OcCre ship that I'm building. It's a nice big wood ship supplied to me by OcCre. And you can also check out many of the other playlists that I have in my channel. Give me a follow on my Instagram and my Facebook group. Links for them are down in the description. And if you want to help out the channel in any way, I do have a PayPal me link and a join me button and a Teespring store. You can always check them out, and that's a good way to help support. So with all that being said, no matter what you're building, take your time, have fun, build it for you, nobody else. And until next time, later.